Speaking of exorcisms, let's get into this damn story because it looked like Timothy Champagne gonna need one. Now, child, I don't know what to say about this queen because the grifting be grifting or the grift be grifting because I had come across his Instagram and I saw because I did a video of his about 3 months ago, and shout out to y'all who actually helped get that video to 37K over on the YouTube. So I did a little video, and it's clearly he got a lot of people that like him, and I think he's got over 2 million followers over on the Twitter and on his social media platforms. So he's relatively popular. He is well liked and well, people like a lot of his stuff over on social media. The problem is it seemed like whenever he goes over on the Instagram and he opens his mouth, stupidity comes out. So I did a video on him about 3 months ago where he was basically talking about he was addressing the gay for pay allegations and how much money he makes on OnlyFans, which some people felt like that was coming across a bit disingenuous or it was uncouth because why are you sitting here talking about how much money you make or trying to give people the do's and don'ts on if you want to get into the whole OF business and you want to make money and that sort of thing. And it's great if you have a talent and you can find a way to become popular and get in that world and want to create OnlyFans, which is really hard now because it seems like everybody and their mama got a damn OnlyFans. But he was talking about the gay for pay allegations. He was saying that he was bisexual 1 minute because people was accusing him of gay baiting. Then he was trying to go against that. And then he came out a couple of weeks ago and said that he's never been in a relationship with a guy, that he's no longer, that he just has sex with them for work and that sort of thing. And then he says in the video I'm going to show y'all that he's never really hung out with men and that sort of thing. But then there was an interview that I can't remember the model's name. And it's like, look, it's hard to try to remember who a lot of these male models are because a lot of y'all run around calling yourselves porn stars, but don't have what it was that when I was growing up and you went to the Raging Stallion, you went to Falcon, and you went to Enrique Cruz and all these other places where you had porn stars. Porn stars don't exist no more. Now y'all just out here spreading your cheeks and slinging your ding-a-ling for a coin over on OF and JFF. And some of y'all still over there at Austin Wolf's thing that he got for my fans. So the porn star is dead. I just think there's a lot of people out here just making content. And some of you making a good living from it, and some of y'all are faking the funk, and that's fine. If you want to do what you need to do because social media is not real, I keep saying that to people. And so he was up here boasting and stuff about how much money he makes, and that's great and all. And like I said, some people still like it was a little uncouth, but money can't buy your class, in the words of Ms. Luann de Lesseps. So in regards to the whole situation, he went on he made a recent clip or whatever because a couple of weeks ago, he said that he was leaving Man on Man adult performance alone because he has a girlfriend, and I think he was making content with her. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I don't subscribe to his stuff, but I've seen some of his things online. And I did see at one point he was kind of doing bisexual stuff, which he was identifying as at one point. Now, because the well is running dry a little bit over there at Timothy Champagne's wallet and his account, now he want to come back and say he a homosexual and that he could see himself one day getting into a relationship and how it's with a man and how it's affecting his relationship. But there was somebody who went on, oh my God, I forgot the name of the damn, what was it? The Wild Podcast, who claimed that he went and had sexual relations or was in a relationship. And that's why I was saying, like, a lot of y'all come out here calling yourselves porn stars, but just because you young and blonde and a lot of people like that twink porn don't make you a star. But he went over on the Wild Podcast and he basically said that he and Timothy were in a relationship, to which weeks later, Timothy went on the same podcast and denied the rumor, or basically debunked what this guy had said. So if y'all remember his name, definitely throw it in the comments because I can't still remember all of y'all. Quiet as a skip, a lot of y'all don't stand out like how it was back in the day when we had the Joey Stefanos or the Boomer Banks and, all those other type of people who had those memorable, or the Max Connors and that sort of thing, or the Joey Mills, when y'all actually were exclusives, or the Malik Delgadis. It's like all of a sudden the names is popping in my head. So he went and posted this video. So now he's basically saying that it's affecting his relationship with his girlfriend and how things aren't going well. So of course I had to go pull up the Instagram. You know, the girls was reading his ass the points. So I'm gonna play y'all this clip and I'm gonna play y'all another one and then we'll come back. Please hold.
I think I'm actually gay, and my relationship with my girlfriend is not going well because of it. I think not having any physical activity with any men in that way has just made me realize how badly I want it. I've honestly never had a relationship with a guy, and I think I might actually like it better than I do having a relationship with a woman. I'm just not sure what I'm going to do about my current relationship considering we live together. I mean, I do think I need your guys', support through this time. So thank you for following me and everything. I mean, my income definitely has went down since I stopped working with men too, which isn't great. But for that reason, I mean, I'm probably just going to keep my head down and start working with people again soon. In the meantime, till I figure out what to do next, I'm pretty much just going to keep working and working out, and considering that's what I'm passionate about at the end of the day anyway. Those two things are what keeps my head on straight and keeps the depression away. I'll probably just end up moving back to Michigan with my family in the house that I bought. But to all the single guys out there, I mean, I respond to all the messages on my site, so you can hit me up. Anyway, peace out.
Why does it look like he cut his hair with like a child scissors? You know, the ones that got like the protection with the sharpness. So I was like, girl, who did your mullet? But you know, the people wasn't buying what he was saying. They saying that basically because the wells run dry over there. And now he's talking about, I mean, if you really listen to people, when they sit there and say that, oh, I think I might be gay and all this other stuff, and I might get back into doing man on man things of that nature and stuff. And then all of a sudden, he's like, he slips in, well, the money went down a little bit now that I don't do man on man content, which is what Quiet as It's Kept. The men was the one that was keeping your income coming in because, you know, a lot of homosexuals like that gay for pay stuff. They like that there's a boy that says or identifies as bi or has a girlfriend or whatever that gets and dabbles within the man on man stuff that they feel like it fulfills some sort of a fantasy, which, you know, he went on the previous video that I did on my YouTube and pretty much was saying that, you know, oh, it's all a fantasy and it's not real. And blah, blah. I said, well, here you go. He reminded me of that. Remember there was a guy that was back in the day when they used to do like magic tricks and stuff on TV when it was like the height of David Blaine and all this other stuff. And you would get this one pain in the ass that was over there on Fox that would debunk all the damn magic tricks. That's what he reminded me of. Just spoiling the fun. Because like we don't give a damn about your personal stuff. People just want to beat their meat and watch the stuff. Now, don't get me wrong. We do see y'all as human beings, but I just feel like the way he comes off, it just comes off cringe. It comes off disingenuous. And you want to like him, but he just say dumb shit. But that wasn't it. So he went and posted this video where he was sitting there talking about how he's never really hung out with guys off camera.
I've never really hung out with guys off camera before. And recently I've discovered I'm like way more into men than I had previously thought. So I actually have been doing some stuff off camera. My relationship with my girlfriend has not been going well, to say the least, which is actually kind of sad. But to be honest, I have discovered I'm like pretty submissive. I do like sometimes playing both roles, but I've never previously thought of myself as like a submissive person. But it turns out, off camera at least, I quite like it, which is sort of funny because I'm 6'5" and like 211 pounds. So I'm like a big guy. I really don't know when I'll start recording my escapades again. For now, I'm thinking of mostly keeping this path of self-discovery private. For now, anyway. I'm sure I'll change my mind on this eventually, but that's how I want to do things for now. Also, I think I'm like definitely developing a type of guy I'm attracted to. But I don't want anybody to like feel left out. So I think I'm going to keep that to myself. But anyway, I've just been posting every day because like that's what I'm used to doing anyway. But like so much has been happening behind the scenes. It's been fun. It's been sad. It's been a lot of things. One thing I do have to mention though is I'm happy to see all your guys' support, all the likes, like all the views and everything. I don't know. It just feels nice to be heard. So yeah, peace out.
Why does he always sound like he's reading a teleprompter or he's reading like cue cards, whatever, when he talks? Like that's another thing. That's another thing too that people feel like he sounds disingenuous when he told like you just bullshitting people for money, and then you go and say like, oh, if you want to get in contact with him, you could subscribe to his OnlyFans and stuff, which he put up in the thing. I'm like, oh, so him and Jason Luna got something in common, because he tried to pull that shit the other day too when he was on Facebook talking about I don't really interact with people on social media, so like that. But if you really want to have a conversation with me, you can subscribe to my OF. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. First of all, y'all be out your damn mind when y'all be out here trying to grift for a coin. Like, I get it. If you want to sit up in here and make a living doing sex work, I have no problem with that. Then that gives people the option to want to subscribe to your sub because you putting in the work, and it's all about marketing and all that other stuff. But then when y'all be up in here trying to grift everybody out of their damn money and offering nothing in return, I gotta have a conversation with you when Facebook and Instagram is damn free that you're on. Like, get out of here with that. And then you up in here striking a pose like you Madonna, trying to show off all of your muscles and stuff. And I'm like, that's great and all, but honey, I'm sorry, you being shirtless and you trying to show like your waist is snatched for the gods and you showing off all your definition is not enough for me to subscribe $10 for your damn shit. I'm sorry. So people can like their mediocrity and their basicness and all this stuff. Y'all want to go subscribe to that? You can go ahead and do that. But don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining. And that's basically what you're giving me with these videos that you posting up about your girlfriend. Oh, yeah, my relationship isn't going so well, but that sucks. And then goes into promoting himself because the money you bringing in is not accumulating to what you once were getting. From what I heard, he's still bringing in $40K a month. I'm like, what the hell are you spending your stuff on that you can't make $40K a month work for you by doing sexual content? And this is why I said, like, if you're going through some things with your relationships and all that other stuff when it comes to sex, or if you having a crisis where you're going back and forth on your sexuality, and don't get me wrong, it takes a strong man to be getting up in here getting some man-on-man sex, especially when you identify as straight or bisexual, whatever the case is. Nobody's saying that you gotta come out and label yourself, but if you are going through a self-discovery moment, then go through that self-discovery moment, because not everybody travels a straight line. You know, sometimes we bob and weave through the woods, we tiptoe through the tulips. You know, we do all those things. So so if you're trying to discover and figure out your sexuality, then do that in your own time. But stop doing it on the damn internet. Because then the people in the comments who you talking about was showing you a lot of love. I don't know who Instagram you was reading, but the posts I was seeing they were coming for you. So let's read some of them as a class, because you know I love reading a shady post. You know, we do positive stuff, but let's read what they're saying. So one person said, "You're only saying this because your monthly income is going down." Another person said, "Yo, gay baiting knows no ends. The profits went down, and now you all of a sudden gay." Another person posted a picture of Annalise Keaton looking at him with a side eye, picking up her purse and go, "Y'all know that gif," and leaving the room. So another person said, "You think you're gay, or you think the money you made from making gay content made you happy and fulfilled, and now the money from queer baiting has dried up. You think you're gay?" Another person said, "I hope y'all don't believe this." And they put a laugh emoji. That's why I laugh. And another person said, "So over this guy, unfollowing and unsubscribing." Another person said his girlfriend watching this and and then it got her looking like she's whatever. And then another person said, "Gaslighting, gay bait," and got like 5 red flags. Another person said, "I need you guys support. Support equals money." Another person said, "If you are from the LGBTQ community, you should unfollow now." Y'all are shady in these comments. Now, see, look, everybody in here is pretty much saying that you using this, you're lying, you're not being your true authentic self. You're pretty much trying to use the gay community, which a lot of you breeders like to do, to get a leg up. And don't get me wrong, look, this has always been an argument that we've been having about the queer community and how we continue to lust after people who are not a part of our community, people who are just using our community for a check, because quiet as it's kept, men make more money doing man-on-man stuff than they do in women stuff. Women porn is the same as female modeling, like supermodels and stuff. Those are the two professions, that was the word I was looking for, that where women make the most money. Men are kind of seen as the prop in male porn. I mean, in female porn, it's female-centric porn. What is like when you ever looked at like when the adult movies and stuff was made back in the day, the women were the ones that were the superstars. When you saw Jenna Jameson and all of them up in there, they were the ones that was making the money. The men were just there to be the tool to bang these broads out. But the women were the stars. It's the same thing with modeling. The Naomi Campbells, the Claudia Schiffers, the Cindy Crawfords, they were the stars. The male models wasn't making as much as the women. But if a man jumped into male adult performance stuff, they made good money there. And now that the studios aren't giving what they needed to be given because they were sort of racist, didn't want to branch out and diversify their portfolio with the type of content we wanted to see, that's when social media happened. And we started getting like these platforms like the OF and the JFF and all these other platforms where people can go on there and you can find a variety of all things. If you want interracial, if you want black on black, a black man with a white or a black man with a black man, different body types, gay men having sex with trans men. If you want, all those different things. Now there's windows and places for all of that because there's a variety of it. And a lot of y'all be out here with your homophobia and your transphobia, but look, we've talked about it on the show regarding what y'all was over there watching over on Pornhub. We went through the list. So a lot of y'all may be out here being transphobic and hating on the trans and the gays and all this other mess, but y'all Pornhub history says otherwise. So yeah, I be wanting to like you, Timothy, but you make it real hard for people to want to be on your side because of the stupidity that continues to come out of your mouth, these disingenuous videos that you keep posting on social media and thinking like it makes you relatable. And then and it just goes to show us like, yeah, when the well has run, if you were being a little more authentic and honest, especially in the way you talk, instead of trying to sound scripted and so wooden, which basically like you talk like how you pose, wooden. So I say all this to say I'm not buying this mess. Like if you're going through a situation in your personal life and you trying to work all that out, then work those things out. Because what was the one that I saw? Oh, so someone said he's starting to realize ain't nobody watching him for his personality or straight porn. And somebody said that he seemed very emotionally disturbed. Literally 2 weeks ago, you posted that you're not into guys and you only did it for the money. 4 months before that, you announced that you were in a relationship with Harley. Now you have a girlfriend. Oh, that's what I think the guy's name was. It was Harley. But he denied that he was in a relationship with him. When the guy went on the podcast, he went on the oh my God, the Wild podcast. And they both went on there, but they went on weeks apart. Then it said, however, 2 months ago, you said you can't be emotionally intimate with guys off camera, and that and only for the money. So now people say, so who are you? Like every 5 seconds, you keep changing your mind. And don't get me wrong, like I said, sexuality is not black and white. Like he's young, so you can, and even not even young. I don't even think we need to even blame it on youth. As they say in one of my favorite movies, youth is wasted on the young. But that's the boys in the band. So I don't think that is necessarily like it's youth because there are people that come out in their 40s, 50s, and 60s. There are people that come out way past those ages too. They're applying for AARP and coming out of the closet. So if people are always evolving, sexuality is a spectrum, gender identity is it ebbs and flows. And if you are trying to discover who you are and stuff, then that's great. But it just doesn't feel authentic. So, honey, in the words of Blanche Devereaux, Dominique Devereaux, I'm going to say, let me get my girls right. I tasted the champagne, and the champagne is burned. So, I say all this to say, what do y'all think of this story regarding Timothy Champagne and his latest Stunt Queen antics on him not having the balls, the cojones, and as my girl Anna Navarro would say, to be his authentic self on camera and him grifting for a coin now that he realized that the straight stuff that he doing, nobody cares about. People want to see him pretend to get plummeled up the butt or he wants to top some dudes in some movies. So let me know what you guys think of this story in the comments down below.